Oh, we're just gonna jump in right into the game without. Oh, we're gonna see me for a little bit. Hi, I was in. Welcome back to the stream here. My name is Old Man Dorf, and unfortunately, as you can see, I am currently lacking a ham, which is very disappointing. I was really looking forward to seeing him again. We're here for this matchup of Overwatch 2 between our varsity team and the University of Toronto. And I'm hoping this is going to turn out exactly like Monday. Looking forward to this. This Mavericks team is doing very very well. I still think they're undefeated. I wished I did my homework on that, but shout out to this team being one of the best I've ever seen and the best in our little esports family over here. Really looking forward to seeing how we can put pressure on this Toronto team and do what needs to do to get done. Looking for Invictus to get some good headshots, Ying to get some good health, and of course the incredible Wind to carry us to victory. Because, as my understanding it from my watching it, it's a very tank-focused game here. So shout out to our Overwatch team. Also, a nice segue. Shout out to our wonderful sponsors here, Gillette Pepsi. Without them, we wouldn't be able to stay hydrated or caffeinated and ready to go for when the time arises for when we need to layeth the smacketh down on their candy batukis here at the Esports Center, regardless of who we play. In case you missed it, we started off the night with a nice JV Super Smash Brothers match between us and North Central University, which we won pretty dominantly 2-0. It was 12 stocks to we won 9 stocks to 0, and then 11. And then we also had a and then our varsity Smash team lost 2-0 to a very very stout University of Missouri Tigers team. But that's enough about the Smash teams, as we're about to start this in, as our boys are about to get attacking here at this lovely lovely map. Looks like Boost is gonna go Reaper. We got Zarya here. We got Ying playing Kuriko. We got Topaz playing Wu Ying, and Victus playing his trusty handy pistol year using. We have a pause. Looks like Wind got a disconnect by accident, and we're going to have to come back to it pretty soon here. But as I was saying, if you missed out, we had our JV team win 2-0, which is the first win of their season. And Maverick Smash, despite not having their best player for the varsity team for Smash Brothers, put up a good fight, but it was just not enough as we fall 2-0 to University of Missouri and the Tigers. So I'm really looking forward to watching this Mavericks team bounce back, and our Maverick Esports bounce back in general and get another win for us so we can stay above 500 here for this stream today. Let's see, what else can we look forward to? I believe we have one more stream this week. I believe. I'm going to double check. Nope, we are not. I was wrong. I'm glad to be wrong, so that means I don't have to come in again on Friday. So this is our last stream for the week. So if you enjoyed it, please give us a follow and a subscribe. However, we're gonna give my voice a lovely break, and we're gonna go to commercial. And when we come back, it will be for our Overwatch 2 matchup between your Minnesota State Mavericks and the University of Toronto. Stay tuned. Hey, remember that break I said we were going to have? I was wrong. We're back. So we're back here. We're about to watch this wonderful matchup. It looks like we're about to jump back in here in about 18 seconds. And I'm looking forward to this. When we left, it looked like Invictus was going 1v1 versus the Hamster. Or as I prefer to call him, Alexander Hamsterton. Make sure not to pick banned characters team. So looks like they made a mistake for what characters they could play. That's comedy. You'll love to see it. So we're loading in. Everyone's just doing a lot of damage to the home base. Did anyone make a bucket? Nope, we're just going to destroy everything. Like we're Hatebreed or something. Just yelling destroy everything. All right, we're gonna get back in here in about 10 seconds. Looking forward to it. Looks like the same characters apply here, although deferential. It did take a little bit to pick out the Kiriko. So it looks like we're back here. We got Boost rocking Reaper once again. We got Win doing his Zarya things. As the hamster comes in, just inserting himself into this fray. Topaz playing Wu Ying, getting some damage in, and Invictus gets fragged by Sumshigi. But Win gets Solus, so both McCree players get fragged early, and Topaz unfortunately gets knocked off stage. Wu Ying did not like that at all, and differential as the Kiriko matchup does not go well for us, as your Minnesota State Mavericks are losing a little bit, but I say that, and then Boost takes out Sumshigi. Love to see that here. Nice beam work here by, but he gets fragged from behind by the Goofy Juber. Win getting hit by the Tracer, and that's very unfortunate. Shout out to, looks like Invictus is trying to get some pushing here. And Toronto is taking the point. This is very good work by Toronto. Unfortunately, I would prefer it when they weren't, but here we go, trying to change lanes here, pushing the attack, pushing the tempo, push the tempo. What are you doing, Reaper? That doesn't reach that long, but hey, you gotta get damage in somewhere to help the team. So here we go, nice teleport in. Tried to take out some players. Oh, Deuce is out. I don't want anything to do with that. Indeed, as Hammy gets back in there. Gets stuck. Goofy Juber gets Invictus, and Solace takes Ying. Sumshigi takes out Wind, and Boost takes out Goofy Juber. And Reaper also gets taken out there by Solace. Boost is getting leveled, and Topaz gets taken out by Sumshigi again. And this hamster is doing impressive work here. This is impressive. I haven't seen us in the back foot yet. This is very impressive work by University of Toronto. Sumshigi also takes out Invictus once again. There seems to be a pattern here with Invictus, unfortunately. At least for this map, as that counter slowly ticks upwards and upwards as your Mavericks are trying to take the spot back, but this hamster is being right annoying. Doing a really good job of pushing the issue up. There's the wrecking machine right there as Sumshigi takes out Topaz again. As Ying and Kiriko are trying to heal as they go. Trying to get the heals in. Invictus takes out Defero, but Goofy Juber takes out Invictus. Win takes out Solace. Goofy Juber takes out Ying. Boost takes out Sumshigi, and Orange Peel takes out Foost. So we're back here. It's in overtime because Wind is in the building. Trying to push it to continuing. And this is very nice work by Toronto as Goofy Juber takes Topaz. And Differential takes out Wind, unfortunately, at the site. As overtime ticker slowly ticks on as Solace picks off Invictus. And Differential takes out Ying, and they take the first objective. Very surprising showing here by Toronto. And it's 1-0 Toronto. These are not nice Canadians, I gotta tell you here. This is not what I want to see. All right, we're about to find out if your Maverick Varsity Overwatch 2 team can bounce back. And after everything I've seen them do, I would assume they can. We're here riding with Invictus, trying to shooting some b-ball outside the school here. Unfortunately, there are a couple of guys who are looking to do no good, who started making trouble in his neighborhood. As we prepare to attack here, luckily his mommy did not get scared and told him he's moving in with his auntie and uncle in Bel Air. As we open the doors here, getting back into it, pushing the fray. Looks like Boost has decided to go with Symmetric here. Everything else is staying the same for your Minnesota State Mavericks here. As she's setting up turret after turret after turret, but looks like we just switched spots, so I was a little confused. This Differential takes out Topaz, and Solace takes out Ying. Very good work by them. Boost takes out Solace. Very nicely done. All right, just holding the point, capturing the point, getting some lasering damage in. Symmetra doing a good job of putting up. Oh, we got to pause. Hold up. We're back here with me because it looks like there might be a minor issue or something going on, and you get to see my wonderful face once again. Hello, once again. My name is Old Man Dorf, and you are here watching your Maverick Varsity Overwatch 2 team put in work. Unfortunately, we are currently down 1-0. And but again, if any team can come back on this first map, it's going to be this this varsity team who I have never seen drop a map. But you know, there is a first time for everything. So, but if a team can do it, it's going to be us. Once again, shout out Gillette Pepsi, making sure we're caffeinated and hydrated and ready to go for whenever we for any and all instances of gaming. Whether you're doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke of Black 2 randomized, or you're participating on the varsity team in Overwatch or CS2 or Valorant, Gillette Pepsi keeps you hydrated and ready to go for anything that you need to go. I'm modeling our wonderful rock stars here, as you can see, kind of, and I'm trying to make sure you guys can see the star properly. Love me some Rockstar. Unfortunately, with the new meds I've been taking to make sure I focus at class, I am not allowed to have caffeine. It's very disappointing. I miss it. I used to drink one energy drink and 6 cans of soda a day, and I miss my Dr. Pepper. But on the bright side, I've lost 30 pounds. This is where my twin brother would tell me if you turn around and I'll find the weight. So, also would like to shout out to our wonderful production team. Whoop whoop! Making us look good and making me look good and sound good over here. Look at them. Look at these beautiful, wonderful people. And shout out to Logan with the excellent Maverick. Excuse me, his name is Maverick over there, making sure the camera work in game looks immaculate and amazing. Also, shout out Dahlia, our producer, who does amazing work. Thank you so much for allowing me the honor and opportunity to do this casting thing. We're gonna take a small break, and when we come back, we'll come back with this first matchup between your Minnesota State Mavericks and the University of Toronto. Stay tuned.
We're students at Minnesota State Mankato, and we had a big idea. Turn our love of gaming into a varsity esports team. In our first year, we earned a national championship and created a fun and friendly community. Be a Maverick. Learn more at mnsu.edu.
Someone needs to fill this.
My gift to you.
Your Maverick Overwatch 2 team, unfortunately. I've been so used to saying Maverick Smash team, and I'm fumbling over my words because of that. But this, there's still plenty of time here for this Mavericks team to bounce back. But they do need to find an answer for this for the Hamilton. I know that's not his name, but that's what I'm going to call it because Ham. Solace takes out Foost, and Sumshigi takes out Invictus again. As their DPS just keep on getting taken out. Wind takes out one of theirs in Cassidy. This is very nicely done here. Looks like Wu Ying's getting some damage in. Getting some damage in. Loving to see it. Tracer doing the annoying Tracer thing. Wind takes out Orange Peel. On site, you love to see it. Hamilton's trying to get back in. Keeps on getting the laser damage in. And taken out by Invictus, along with a lot of help from Wind. Very nicely done by Maverick, by the Maverick Overwatch 2 team here. Making sure that they hold the point. I think this is the first major skirmish that your Mavericks have won. So this is a very nice way to bounce back here. We're riding Invictus once again, trying to get some fire in. We have pushed them away, it looks like. I'm sure they're just going to regroup for an attack here as the hamster rolls back into the shot. Oh, Invictus with a filthy headshot. Very nicely done, taking out Goopy Juber. And we're going to get some health in. Oh, the Ham is back, but ignores the healer. At least one of the healers. Topaz is a little low on life. There we go. Nicely done here. Free getting some damage in. The Ham is just going ham. Love to see it. Oh, there's a flashbang and the quick fire. Very nicely done. Put some shots down. Oh, it's High Noon again. And he's scaring the other team off. Gets teleported in, takes out Solace. Wind takes out Kuki Juber, and Differential gets a two-piece on Topaz and Invictus. Very nicely done by your Maverick Smash team. As they're holding spot, they're holding point. They're doing a good job of it. And we're letting the Kitsune guide you here. Looks like we're getting ults in right when we need to. 90% in, getting some damage in. Ying takes out Goofy Juber and loses the differential as Wind takes out Solace. Very nicely done by your Maverick Smashers, by your Maverick Overwatchers here. Making sure they watch over everything. Oh, and Invictus takes out differential. Very nicely done, and Foos takes out Sumshigi. So that's one takedown, and objective secured. Invictus takes out Goopy Juber, and Wind takes out Orange Peel on the way out, and this is very nicely done. That's how you bounce back. We are tied with them on this map. Welcome back to me. My name is Old Man Dorf, sometimes known as Colin, depending on whether or not I'm in class. And we're here on this wonderful day. Unfortunately, I did promise you guys ham, and it doesn't look like it's going to be able to attend, so you just get me. I am, once again, the solo man for Overwatch. And someday that'll change, but that day is not today, as we see a nice bounce back by your Maverick Overwatchers here. Nicely done, guys, nicely done. And this is exactly what you want to see. And we're about to get back into it. I know you like seeing my face, but we're going to focus on what matters, which is this game and our varsity players here. We're going to get back to the fight here. Differential takes out Invictus with a very nice headshot. Kiriko not known for getting the frags, but you know, you do what you can. You do what you must because you can. Get some healing and push back, get healing and push back, waiting for Invictus to come back in so we can advance forward here. As that ham is doing really good work, I gotta say. All right, Topaz getting some shots out, getting healed. All right, getting lit up here as we're trying to get into the point that has been taken by Toronto here. Nice work here by Win, getting some damage in and trying to counter capture here. As that ham just keeps on refusing to go away as Goofy Cuber takes out Invictus. And Solace takes out Foos. This is not a good start. Keep healing, you guys got this. Win takes out Goofy Juber. This is exactly what you want, but unfortunately the ham corners Topaz and takes out Differential takes out Topaz. A nice attempt right there, doing some pretty good work here, trying to make sure they don't completely take it. We're doing a good job of that. Getting their health back, getting ready to make another push here in Minnesota State. But they're doing a good job of keeping us honest. Invictus takes out Solace, very nicely done. And I think it's time to push it a little bit now that you've gotten a frag. Kitsune is guiding you here. But that ham is just going ham. Very nicely done here by Toronto. As Shumshigi takes out Ying and Invictus, and Orangefield finishes off Wind. Very nicely done by this Toronto team. And this is a very rough showing for your Mavericks. As Goofy Juber takes out Topaz. And we're just gonna wait, get some life back as we slowly get everyone back and we can go back into the fight. But that ham is back in the escalator again. But Topaz takes him out. I think he went off stage. Did you be like that sometimes? Solace takes out Topaz, and Goofy Juber takes out Foos, unfortunately, and Orangefield takes out Invictus. It looks like they're using their ults now, as they're up 85% and climbing against your Minnesota State Mavericks. As Wind is recharging his laser here, Zarya. Trying to push the issue, but this Toronto team is unyielding here. Very nice work as Orangefield takes out Invictus, as it sounds like he was trying to do his high noon there. But it's now overtime as your Mavericks are getting pushed back here. But if anyone can do it, oh, and Goofy Juber takes out Topaz and Solace takes out Faust. And it's just going to be down to Wind and the internal Wind here. But it's not looking good as it's a 4v1 situation at the site, and he gets taken out, and Ying as well. As Shumshigi does a lot of good work here, and Invictus gets taken out as Tracer, and that is it. It is a 2-1 map win for University of Toronto here, unfortunately for us, as it looked like they just had the answer on both sections for part 1 and 2. As Ying gets feed of the game, and we won't see it because you're going to be looking at me as I'm talking here. Hi, once again, welcome back to the desk here. My name is Old Man Dwarf, and I'd like to, and unfortunately, your Maverick Smashers are your Maverick Overwatchers are down 1-0, and this is the first time I've seen them drop a map. So this is very impressive work by the University of Toronto here. I just don't like they just had overwhelming pressure the whole time. It didn't seem like they had an answer for the hamster ball of doom there, and there was nothing much they could do. I'm going to shout out Gillette Pepsi once again, as I always like to do every once in a while. Without them, we wouldn't be hydrated or caffeinated enough to be able to compete against the best of the best when we play them. So without them, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing, no matter what the game is. Once again, thank you, Gillette Pepsi. We're going to go to commercial for a little bit, but when we come back, we'll be back for Map 2 of this Overwatch 2 matchup between your Minnesota State Mavericks and the University of Toronto. Stay tuned.
We're students at Minnesota State Mankato, and we had a big idea. Turn our love of gaming into a varsity esports team. In our first year, we earned a national championship and created a fun and friendly community. Be a Maverick. Learn more at mnsu.edu.
Ooh, we're going to come back live into this game. We're going to start pretty quick here. Oh, we're assembling our heroes. Once again, shout out to Maverick. Maverick, as a part of Maverick, showing us these beautiful sights on this gorgeously rendered map here. Making me wish I kept my my carts here. Looking around here. Welcome back to the stream, everyone. I know I'm getting distracted by the beautiful sights and sounds you're seeing here in this game, this Overwatch game. Well, my name is Old Man Dorf, and we're back here for this varsity matchup. Your Mavericks are down 1-0 in this best-of-3 matchup against the University of Toronto. But if anyone can come back from a 1-0 deficit, it is your Mavericks squad here. Looking forward to it, and we're back in as they're destroying another home base. See, this is why we can't have nice things, guys. You're the reason why we can't have nice things. I'm never going to financially recover from all this damage. As we're about to launch into the game. And it looks like we're going to go with the same team, except Topaz is going with Lucio. Or as I prefer to call him, Lucio Skywalker. Alright, we're going to get back into the spot. Looks like we're going to do some flash pointing. Loving that. Oh, they went Winston. Interesting. His name is Winston. Alright. Nice dodge. Oh, there's Furico getting some health into Invictus here. Trying to get some quick fire damage in. We're trying to attack the flash point. Lucio's doing a good job of pumping the jams, pumping the team up. So I'm just vibing to this massive beats we're hearing here. Maverick Esports are trying to find a way into the building so that way they can properly skirmish. Never mind, we don't have to wonder how that is because Wynn has decided that the time is now for him to get in there. As your Maverick team is trying to make sure they can get the flash point. Good job here by Toronto slowing them down and making sure they don't. As Invictus takes out Goofy Juber and Tracer. I see nice shots. I like to see that he's bouncing back very well back here. As Winston's getting some healing, and Monkey is out of there. He wants nothing to do with that center spot. As your Minnesota State Mavericks look like they've taken the spot, but are healing up to get ready for the next instance of their attack. Very nicely done. Reaper tries to instigate some attacking here. Very nicely done. Oh, and Wynn takes out Sumsigi again, but Goofy Juber takes out Topaz. But I prefer taking a tank to their healers, our healers. So. Especially as we still have Ying and Kiriko, so this is really nicely done. As Orange Peel takes out Invictus, unfortunately. So there's some life here, doing some pretty good work here. Winston doing Winston things. Doing some very angry monkey things. You love to see it. Pumping the jams. Boost takes out Goofy Juber as Rayberg. You love to see it. Jam, pump the jam, turn it up. Make it feel loud. As Invictus takes out Solace and Differential and Def, because Invictus wants the two-piece. As Cassidy, he's doing a very good job of hitting shots in this one. As Winston's taking a lot of damage from Zarya, and Zarya takes out Winston, aka Win takes out Shumshigi. Very nicely done, and we take the flashpoint. As we continue on to the next one, this is 1-0 in the flashpoints. Nice bounce back by your Minnesota State Mavericks here, as they are able to bounce back from losing their first map as far as I've casted. So this is exactly what you want. Oh, and he's just hitting headshots. You love to see it. Spots the Tracer, it misses the headshot again, but he's hitting more than he's missing as Boost takes out Solace. Very nicely done. And looks like it's high noon as there's an angry monkey swinging his fists around as he's waiting to. Oh, nicely done by their Winston to not get hit by high noon. As Topaz takes out Goofy Juber, Foos takes out Differential, and Win takes out Orange Peel. So it's going to be Reaper on Reaper violence here. As he waves hello at his twin. Like, how you doing, twin? What up, dude? Or as the kids say, I wouldn't know. I'm 30, I'm old, okay? We're getting in here, getting some reloading here. Almost swore, glad I caught it internally. I'm doing very, very good here today, everyone. As we're calling Boost, and then we're back over to Ying, as Ying's doing a really good job of healing. Sends out her ult, as Boost takes out Shumshigi, and Topaz takes out Differential. I'm very surprised that Shumshigi decided to switch away and switch away from Wrecking Ball into Winston. But you do what you best because you can, as we are doing a very good job of taking this point again, as Invictus takes out Solace. And if you're Maverick Esports, this is exactly what you want. Win doing a very good job of creating the damage, instigating fights as the monkey jumps. Love me some Winston. Lucio Skywalker playing some jams. We're riding with Invictus now. It's overtime because they're trying to push it for one last time. And Foos shows Shumshigi what an ult looks like, and Invictus takes out Solace. But Goofy Juber takes out Topaz. Very impressive work by him, but I don't think it's going to amount to much here. As Foos takes out Orange Peel, Win takes out Goofy Juber, and Ying takes out the Death. And the next flashpoint is now unlocked as your Maverick Esports takes the second flashpoint. Very nicely done here by your Maverick Overwatch team here, putting in the work, taking the point, making sure nobody else comes, and we see Foos showing off his wonderful artistic style. As Lucio is spreading the healing, spreading the love of the power game around here. Flashpoints unlocks here in about 10 seconds, but that's not going to stop the action as it's high noon. Oh, and Invictus takes 2 on high noon. Very nicely done, and then Win takes out Differential. Goofy Juber and Shumshigi had no place to go for that ult. As Ying takes out Orange Peel and Wu Ying. And Foos takes out Tracer and Solace. Very nicely done. That is a team kill for your boys, the Mavericks. Very nicely done here by your team here. And if there's any University of Toronto fans in the chat, thank you for joining us. I'm sorry you're watching your team completely blow the second map here. But here as a Maverick fan, this is exactly what you want. It looks like it's contested a little bit because there's a Reaper. The Reapers are upon us as it's a Zarya v Zarya matchup. And Win once again proves who's better, but we do not win the Reaper v Reaper matchup, but that's fine as Win mops it up and Ying takes out Solace. Very nicely done by your Maverick team here. As they slowly but surely boost the beats and take the spots. Very nicely done by this team. There isn't much I need to say right now. We're doing exactly what we need to. We push the issue, making sure they're not pushing us when they need to. And very nicely done by Win getting firing the laser while getting healed and getting the shield. Cassidy almost getting finished off there. Nicely done here. Oh, and Goofy Juber gets win, and that is not a good start for this interaction. As it's Reaper v Reaper, but Goofy Juber's Reaper takes out Topaz, and Shushigi takes out Frost. So they now have taken the flash point, but it is 99% to 11 as I speak. So this is very nicely done as Tracer does a good job of hitting up Cassidy, making sure that he can't come in with full health. As we're coming back to instigate once again. Here we go once again with the green memes, the green vans again. As Boost teleports in, trying to take the spot, very nicely done. I think he tried to ult there, but gets taken out as Shushigi takes out Post. But Invictus takes two of Shushigi and Goofy Juber on the spot. This is very nice. Oh, and takes out Solace. This is exactly what you want. Very nicely done by your Mavericks team as it's a 5-player kill streak, and we take the third straight flashpoint, and we take the map. Very nicely done by your Maverick team as it is a 1-1 tie, and that's how you come back, ladies and gentlemen. Very nicely done by our Maverick team, and it just seems like they switched away from Wrecking Ball, and they couldn't figure it out there. Very nicely done. Everyone was getting the shots in. It was very nicely done. And we handled them very well on the map and the flashpoint. Very nicely done, and it is forcing a very pivotal Game 3 here. And I'm really looking forward to it because it looks like both teams are very, very proficient in what they're doing. Once again, shout out to Gillette Pepsi for keeping us hydrated and caffeinated, making sure that we're all fully awake and fully hydrated for all video games, whether it's a Pokemon Nuzlocke or it's playing Ghost of Yotai, or prepping for Football Manager 26 like your boy. But we're gonna go to commercial for a little bit, and when we come back, it'll be map 3 for this matchup between your Minnesota State Mavericks and the University of Toronto. Stay tuned.
Esports. You probably heard the term before. Well, what is it? Esports is electronic sports. It is competitive gaming at a collegiate or professional level. Just like normal sports, we train, we strategize, and we compete against other teams. So you might be asking, is it more than just playing video games? Absolutely. Esports takes skill, teamwork, and dedication. Players specialize in games like Call of Duty, Super Smash Bros., Valorant, League of Legends, and so forth. Just like any athlete, they put in the hours of practice to compete at the highest level. And it's just not about playing, but there's a whole community behind it. Esports brings people together. Whether you're a player, a fan, or a content creator, it's a place for everyone. They open doors for careers like gaming, broadcasting, marketing, and even analytics. So if you want to get into esports, here's my advice to you. It is as simple as getting involved. Join a team, start streaming, or just come by and hang out. Esports is going fast, and our program, Maverick Esports, is leading the way. This is more than just gaming. It's esports, and it's here to stay.
Welcome to the Gaming and Esports facility at Minnesota State University Mankato. Located in the lower level of Wisink Hall, this space encompasses over 4,600 square feet. The equipment here is cutting edge, featuring PCs with top-of-the-line AMD CPUs and NVIDIA GPUs, Logitech Pro peripherals, and Zowie monitors. This space supports everything from varsity esports and LAN events to casual gaming and student-run clubs. We play hard and work hard, providing students the opportunity to build skills, find community, make friends, gain leadership experience, and more through student involvement, volunteer and employment opportunities, and varsity teams. At the heart of our facility is the Gaming and Esports Lounge. This ultimate hangout space is open to all students and has tons of comfortable and flexible seating options. Students gather here to collaborate, study, game, and relax. It serves as an event space and a hub for student-run clubs to meet. Next to the lounge is the open play area. This space is available for all Minnesota State Mankato students to game at no cost, equipped with PCs capable of supporting all the latest games. Adjacent to the lounge is the esports competition stage. This is a dedicated space for esports matches outfitted with state-of-the-art machines for high-intensity competition. This room is capable of hosting online and in-person LAN events, complete with a functional garage door and audience seating that allows spectators to be a part of the action. Behind the competition stage is the broadcast studio, a cutting-edge space designed to deliver top-tier live streams run by specialized student teams. High-definition cameras, custom lighting, and green screen capabilities create an immersive viewing experience. The control room is equipped with the latest technology for seamless broadcasting and real-time graphics integration. The final area in our space is the Varsity Esports Training Facility. This is an exclusive for varsity teams and coaches to practice, train, and review VODs between matches. It features the same high-quality machines and peripherals as the competition stage, ensuring the best experience for players.
Hi, everybody! And this is where you would reply, "Hi, Dr. Nick. My name is Old Man Dorf, and we're here, and welcome back to this matchup here for your Maverick Esports. And once again, shout out to Maverick, showing off this beautiful Wild West map, which I believe is in Australia, would be my guess, by how gorgeous that looks. Hello, everyone. Once again, you can see my wonderful, wonderful face. Right before we jump into the action here, as it looks like we're going to be playing some tug of war with as we're in Junkertown. Yeah, this is Australia for sure, mate. Looking forward to this matchup, as it looks like we are going. Wind is going with one of the new characters whom I get the pleasure of discovering what he does here. I'm excited. Otherwise, everything mostly stays the same. Ying's playing another character. I'm going to do my own research here. In the Motor Wars of Kevin Harlan, I'm calling both games. As we're watching us destroy the entirety of the home base again, costing me a lot of money to repair. You guys are not helping my overhead costs. As it looks like Wind is set to go with Diva instead. Boost is going Symmetra. Ying is going with Kiriko. Topaz is going with Lucio, and Invictus once again going with the tried and true Cassidy. just getting some shots in, as the other team has decided to go back to Wrecking Ball. Very nicely done here by your Mavericks. Goopy Jooper takes out Topaz, taking advantage of Lucio's, not much of Lucio's health. As Devo's getting lit up here. Oh, but Goopy Jooper takes out Invictus again. So there really is scored in payload here. Very nicely done by your Mavericks team, trying to get some health back, trying to recuperate, get ready to get into the fight once again. As your Mavericks team is slowly pushing. I heard from production that this is going to be one of the tougher matchups for your Mavericks esports teams, as they might act as they're posing a really good challenge here. As we're watching Diva getting some damage in with Lucio around, giving some static healing. Very nicely done here. Nice to see a Hanzo player, as Win just takes out Differential, but Shushigi takes out Invictus. That Wrecking Ball is back on the escalator again. Oh no, Diva's got a Ejectocito as Jupiter takes out Topaz, and Orange Peel takes out the mech suit for Win. Oh, and Orange Peel finishes off Win. And Orange Peel takes out Ying as well. Very nicely done by Orange Peel. Goopy Trooper takes out Faust. It's not looking good for your Mavericks team. I want us to bounce back. I believe we can bounce back. Come on, boys, you can do it. All right, I'm going mildly silent because I'm doing my own research here. I'm trying to learn characters. Shout out to me for trying to do some studying. As Bridget is the one that's for Orange Peel is doing good work. As Solace takes out 3 people, Invictus, Topaz, and Foost with their ult. Hanzo is doing some major work here. Yeah, don't worry, Wind. I'm just as scared as you are over here. Nice job getting out of there by Ying. Okay, we gotta push the payload here. We can push the fight. Tracer doing Tracer things, being annoying and getting damage in when it's not allowed. And there's the Wrecking Ball, doing the wrecking thing. Very nicely done by this Toronto team. Oh, Invictus almost gets the headshot to finish off the fight there. All right, oh, Goopy Jooper takes out Ying. Looks like they start with taking out the DPSs and the healers, as Solace takes out Invictus, and now that they're keeping on scoring the payload. As Win gets yeeted off stage, Solace takes out Topaz, and Boost also falls off. So it's a weird miss. It's a wild miss input there by your Maverick Esports team. We have to recover and reload here, as we need to escort the payload back over to them by more than 47.36 meters. Otherwise, it is round and game over for your Maverick Esports or Overwatch team. But it just seems like they have no answer for this for Wrecking Ball here. Nice job doing some damage to Bridget. Love it. Doing some more damage. Goopy Jooper takes out Ying, but Boost takes out Orange Peel, and Invictus takes out Differential. You love to see it for your Maverick Smashers here, your Maverick Overwatchers here. Nick using the mech suit as much as you can here. Very little time left. We can do it. Only you can prevent forest fires here. As we have to keep scoring the payload, but it's overtime. Turrets are destroyed for Symmetra. Very nicely done here, putting up the barrier, keeping on pushing, keep pushing going. Very nicely done here by your Maverick team, as unfortunately Solace gets 2, including Invictus. Oh, this is not looking good. Oh, now Orange Field takes out Ying, Solace takes out Frost, and it's down to Wind only, and that's it. And round complete, as round 1 goes to Toronto, unfortunately, and that's very nicely done by them. But once again, this Maverick Overwatch team can bounce back and do a very good job of it. We're going back to assemble the heroes here once again. I wonder if they're doing as much the usual damage. Once again, shout out to Maverick showing us the entirety of the map here and a bunch of interesting and interactive spots here. Making sure I have to do all the heavy lifting of the conversation here. Thank you so much, Maverick. So we're still assembling our heroes, looking at this joked out town. I probably wouldn't want to live here if I were you. It looks like it's rough sailing over here. unless it looks like there's Southwest to stop playing Overwatch. It's unfortunate for Southwest. Maybe if you turned it to W, you would be able to replay it in Wumble. All right. Looks like we're getting ready here. Getting ready to start here as we're prepare your defense. All right, we're just looking around, looking at the floor. Yeah, I know, Win. That floor looks pretty interesting. All right, we're just chilling here and relaxing. We're enjoying it over here in the corner.
5, 4.
They did move it 67 meters. We moved it 67 meters, so it's better than 0.
Stop the
So all they need to do is advance it farther than we did. Very, and this is, looks like they've switched over to Widowmaker. Orange Peel is still Bridget. Zanetta's differential here. And Shushigi is still Wrecking Ball. Speaking of Wrecking Ball, I say his name and he appears. We switch over here, getting some damage in, teleporting away. They're pushing the payload very well here. As Lucio pumps the jams to push the hamster away. Remember, a beat a day keeps the hamster away. As Win takes out differential. Oh, nice headshot by him and by Cassidy there. Trying to finish off the Wrecking Ball here. Very nicely done here by your Maverick esports team here. But there's a Bridget. There's a wild Bridget. Be very careful here. Yep, run away. Oh, and you lose the mech suit. You hate to see it. Oh, but it's gonna be high noon pretty quick here. Oh, but it's not high noon as Deferential takes out Victus, Foos takes out Solace, and Orange Peel takes out Ying. So Foos doing a nice job, but Goofy Juber gets taken out by Topaz, and unfortunately Foos gets overwhelmed by Shushigi. Orange Peel takes out Wind, and this is not what you want to see, as it looks like your Minnesota State Mavericks lose it to the University of Toronto for their first loss of the season. And that is rough sailing for your Minnesota Mavericks team, I gotta say. It just seems like whenever they were able to play Wrecking Ball, they couldn't. Your Mavericks just couldn't get it done, couldn't deal with it. But as soon as they were, so the difference maker was their tank as playing as Wrecking Ball. Man, that's rough sailing. And unfortunately, your Mavericks are now 1-2 overall for the night. And because this is the last stream of the week, I would like to once again shout out Gillette Pepsi before I go, keeping us hydrated, caffeinated, and energized. Even though we lost, we came ready to play and we gave it our best effort. Thank you so much, Gillette Pepsi, for doing that for us. Also, shout out my production team over there to my right. Without them, I wouldn't be sounding as good or looking as good. So for the last time of the night, thank you so much for doing that for me. Also, shout out to Maverick for the camera work, and Dahlia, my producer, for allowing me to do this and talk to you guys. For closing, my name is Old Man Dwarf. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you Monday for more Overwatch. Thank you so much. Have a good weekend.
And dedication. Players specialize in games like Call of Duty, Super Smash Bros., Valorant, League of Legends, and so forth. Just like any athlete, they put in the hours of practice to compete at the highest level. And it's just not about playing, but there's a whole community behind it. Esports brings people together. Whether you're a player, a fan, or a content creator, it's a place for everyone. They open doors for careers like gaming, broadcasting, marketing, and even analytics. So if you want to get into esports, here's my advice to you. It is as simple as getting involved. Join a team, start streaming, or just come by and hang out. Esports is growing fast, and our program, Maverick Esports, is leading the way. This is more than just gaming, it's esports, and it's here to stay.